Last night, we began a series of stories on the now famous Snake House just north of Rexburg. We began covering the story years ago when the family who bought the house found thousands of snakes living under and inside their house. They abandoned the home, which sat empty for several years before a young Rexburg family moved in, never knowing that their dream home wasn't all the realtors said it would be. Aaron Coons reports.
The original owner of this mid-size house north of Rexburg placed wood boards in the front yard with the initials VM. It's still visible today, and Ben and Amber Sessions says to them it means Viper Manor. Of course, the snakes are really just harmless garter snakes, but in mass they have contaminated the drinking water.
Andrew came to us and said, "Sick, the water tastes disgusting." And we went and I tasted it, and it tastes, I had touched and dealt with enough snakes by then that the water tasted just like the snakes taste.
Ben says he believes the snakes had gotten into the well located near the house.
Here we were showering in it, and we had a newborn coming to us in a few months, and we just had to get out of there. So
Amber started keeping an online diary to track their life and keep track of snake sightings.
I did. That's how I decided to keep track of everything that went on. So we have pictures, and I think there is some video footage. And we, when we realized that it was a really big problem, we kind of wish we would have started taking pictures from day one or keeping the snakes, just because I don't know. If I hadn't lived there, I don't know if I would believe somebody telling me that, until you've lived in a place that is infested with snakes. It's just a crazy, eerie, gross feeling.
During one of her online sessions, she looked for other houses infested with snakes and found this video. A wiggly, squirmy mass of snake, which is just one of hundreds of reasons the Ards are packing up house and leaving the home they bought in January. A video I produced for KPVI in October of 2006. It grabbed her attention when she realized the house in the video was the house she was living in, abandoned when the Ards left it years before the Sessions moved in.
The previous owners that had walked away from that house, they had sealed up pretty good, but after we found that in the house, I went around and tried to seal all I could.
The story on YouTube has more than 100,000 hits and caught the eye of a national television show on Animal Planet called Infested. They were so interested in the story, they made a trip to East Idaho to film The Sessions for an episode that aired last month.
Catching that many in one day is not normal. It just kept escalating.
The Sessions have since moved out, forced to declare bankruptcy.
7 different lawyers throughout all of Idaho. Their best mention to us is, where they got you on the paperwork, you need to just file bankruptcy.
Their fear, if they don't tell their story, someone else will make the same mistake they did.
We've done a lot of research, and some of the research said that once they have that musky smell to them, and once they are born in a certain area, once they have that den, they always return back to that den no matter how far away they go in the summertime.
The house in early 2010 had a vacancy notice on the front door. Most of the snakes have been cleaned up, but we have since learned the house is once again for sale. In Madison County, Aaron Coons, KPVI News 6.